All right, guys, it's TC Made with the New Jersey Fargo League. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that you guys put into the system using the electronic scoring app. Hopefully that was pretty simplistic for everybody, but the electronic scoring app, when you put it in, does actually put all the handicaps and all the round advantages in here. So this particular score was turned in by Lindsey Black from Highballs versus New Boots in a six-pack on the match that was just played on 5-7. And we can see here that basically the handicaps for these players, John Stokes was a 499, Frank Verner's a 475, Christina Till's a 425, so on and so forth. Came up with a round handicap total for 2,299 versus Freddie Mills' team with Freddie, Maurice Owens, Mo Owens, Henry Wright, and these guys. They came up to 2346, and because it's just a real close number, the only handicap advantage for this round was a +1. So the 34 that's here is actually from adding up the score for each individual match. So in here there was a 10, a 0, a 7, a 10, and a 6. And if you look at this, this is a running total down the side. So 10 plus 0 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 10 is 27, plus 6 is 33, and then a +1 for the handicap is 34. So in that first round there, it was 34 to 42. If we continue down, this picks up where it left off. So 34 plus 4 is 38, plus 10 is 48, plus 7 is 55, so on and so forth, all the way down. That gives them 73 to 84. And you keep on coming down, and again, it just continues to track. So right here at this, basically the end of this round, we were at 105 to 120, plus the 1 point handicap gave it to 106 to 120. So that's how that all works. And then if they had a substitute in here anywhere along the line, which we should see here, where I believe in the end of this match, Freddie Mills got subbed out right here, and that changed the handicap differential to where the 1 point was no longer being awarded because it brought the scores down 22.99 and 22.81. So the difference dropped by quite a few points from 23.46 down to 22.81 by subbing him out, and it gave it to where there was no longer a handicap advantage. So now this is just a linear score. And to do that, of course, in the app, you just change the player that's going to be in that position. So Freddie came out, and I think I want to say Donald Bentley went in. It should be about the right spot for that. Down here at the bottom, you have your round total. For that score, it was total of 176 to 208. And for this round, it was 37 to 42. There was a +1 in the back end of this one. I don't know what happened here. Maybe somebody else got subbed out. I didn't look at all these, but so the totals come down. And then in your overall system here, when you guys see it on the reports, if you look in here, this will show you the total points and the standings for everybody. So at the end of the first week, we have 260 points for Smoking and Poking. They're in first place, but that is because Bagful of Hammers was short one player and ended up giving up 50 points for forfeits. So this will work itself out. These guys are really high and these guys are really low because there was nobody shooting 5 of those games, which basically just gave 50 points right to these guys. If you would have split the difference on this, these guys would probably be up another 30 or 35 points. These guys would be down a little bit. Singing and Drinking in second place with 213. New Boots in a six-pack at 208. Fourth place is Don't Touch My Balls at 196. High Balls at 176. And Bagful of Hammers in sixth place at 165. We're going by total points. On your score sheet, you also saw that there were rounds on there and games. In the event that we have scores tied with points, we would use the rounds as a tiebreaker and then games as a tiebreaker. You can see if we were scoring by rounds, these guys wouldn't have scored any points at all. If you were playing by games, there'd be a lot of ties for first place that you'd have to break with other numbers. So points is really the easiest way to keep track of everything. And as far as the schedule goes, next week, 5/14, we're gonna have High Balls versus Bagful of Hammers at AJ's Tavern. Don't Touch My Balls versus New Boots in a six-pack at AJ's Tavern, and Smoking and Poking versus Sinking and Drinking at Scooters. You guys did a great job this week. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic time, and thanks for making everything very easy. I had a couple questions that came up. We tried to answer them in the field, and hopefully everybody was okay with what we talked about. I know it's a little different than some of the other Fargo leagues or BCA leagues out there, but we're using world standardized rules and very minimal bylaw changes. So hopefully everybody's having a good time, and we will catch you soon. I'll give you a status report, probably something like this each week, just to make sure that we're getting the information out there and everybody sees how it's playing. All right. Thanks again, guys, and we will see you real soon back out in the field.